right, Somebody Get Me a Doctor from Van Halen too. Amazing, that brown guitar sound. So great. We're going to talk a little bit about the guitar tone today and some of the rhythm guitar parts. All right, let's go. Okay, on this one, I'm using the Fractal, using a Plexi 100 watt, and it's a nice, bright, crunchy sound and a lot of reverb. So they use that Sunset Studio reverb. So I use sort of an equivalent reverb in the Kemper. On the original, any diehard Eddie fans will know he was seriously panned on the left channel. And a lot of the reverb might be sort of on the other side. So I didn't do that. I just sort of went in the middle. I put a little bit of pre-delay on the reverb just so it doesn't muddy the attack of what you're playing. But there's a ton of reverb on there. Okay, but you've listened to the isolated, there's a lot of reverb on that original one. So anyway, that's broadly the guitar tone. Let's start with the intro. Also, just quickly tuning-wise, you tune down a half step, and then you're about 30 cents. Is it flat or sharp? I can't remember, but it's not exactly E flat tuning. Again, those who sort of know Eddie, he did tune to ear a lot of the time, and then Mike would tune to him, and away they would go. So keep that in mind if you're going to play along with it. You're going to be just a little bit outside of tuning down a half step. In E flat, okay, that first chord, G5. And he's kind of almost doing a sort of a rake. It's not a quick hit, and it's not a really slow. It's kind of in between. But then we're going to move your finger down to the C to do that C sus2, and then you can do a D5. Second time round, you're going to finish on the E5, just the bottom three strings. Now, when he hits that D5 the second time, he really brings in that open A string. So it all, you can hear that there. It's got that lower sound. So the second time. Okay, dip the bar twice. Da, 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 da. Okay, and then the third time you're gonna depress sort of the bar all the way. And then you're into the main riff. Okay, so that main riff. Okay, so you're hitting the C note, 3rd fret on the A string, and you're pulling it off. And then you're doing a down-up muting though. And then just the A string palm muted, so when you come back to the downstroke with your right hand. Okay, and then you've got the open D and G open, just a nice short, and then bring it on to the A power chord. One more time. Then you're going to slide up from nowhere to the E, 7th fret A. And then you're doing 3 notes here. You've got the G, C, and E. So it is 5th fret on the D, G, and B strings. Hit it once, open A, palm muted. And then you're coming up, moving up 2 frets, but you've got the 8th fret on the B string, and then release it. Okay, the whole main riff nice and slow. Okay, and then you've got those things kind of deleted around. Okay, then we're into the verse. The verse has got a nice full, he doesn't often play full bar chords, but he's got a 5th fret bar chord, so it's only got the 5 strings there. But you're on an E, 7th fret, so you got 7, 9, 9, 9, and you're going to do a down, up, down. But it's got that swung feel. Again, Eddie was the king of swing. So it is not, you got to hold off the up, down. Okay. Now you're pumping the bottom E, palm muted in between. And what you're going to be doing is it's a little bit of a stretch. You can kind of use your pinky if you're uncomfortable, but you're going to move that where you're lying, when you're barring down on the 9th fret with your 3rd finger, you're going to move that up to the 10. And there's got one of those pick scrapes into one of, I don't know what that's called, back into the main riff. Okay, after the second chorus goes in kind of into that verse after that, he's got one where he's doing. He just keeps moving up a fret, and he's got the down, down, up, down, down, like that with the, so slightly different there. And it's moving into it's kind of the bridge. It's the part just before the guitar solo where he's going. Okay, that kind of an idea. That works really well. I'm a volume pedal guy, not a volume knob guy, so it's tricky for me because I'm just not used to using my hands. But the really low friction volume pot on this guitar makes it so much easier. So he's basically just hitting the A note, and then you're on the G and B strings for the rest. You're going to pull off 5 down to 0, and then pull off 7 to 5. Slide bend on that 5 to end up 7th fret D string. Okay, and then 2 hits on the A. Then what he's doing is hitting the 5th fret here on the D and G. So roll your volume down, hit the chord, and then bring your volume up. But of course it's quick, so it's tricky. And then he goes into the guitar solo. All right, somebody get me a doctor. Good luck. See you next time.